So everyone feel free to get comfortable.
And Stuart. Thank you.
I was bringing up the rear.
Wow.
Just pulling off. Here. Okay.
Well, thank you. Isn't Ashridge extraordinary?
Yes.
Well, we think so too. And that's why we've brought you here to this beautiful garden that looks like a maze, because we want to use it to symbolize the journey in the 7-layer model. This introspection towards the authentic self. We want to use it to tell our story. It is the story of Stuart McNair. And we've chosen this story because although Stuart is a senior professional, a mature professional, and although his story is unique, we all felt connected to it. And maybe some of you will too. We've decided to call our story Crossroads. And hopefully by the end of the presentation and with this impression of the place we're in, you will understand why we've called it Crossroads. So let's start the journey.
Hi, everyone. So I will speak to the context and I will open up the scene. So today we're speaking about Stuart McNair, and I would like to just really fast forward to today and where is Stuart today and what is this crossroad that we speak of. So as Adrian mentioned briefly already, Stuart has about 30 years of experience working in human resources roles across various organizations. That's a lot of years of experience. And also he's worked for different size companies and in different places, as I understand. But today he finds himself, he was eliminated from his last corporate role as a senior HR person, working for a multinational American company based in Dubai. And he decided for himself, okay, I have all these years of experience. I have a desire to stay in Dubai. My family has moved to Dubai from Canada. He's originally Canadian. But so what? I have all these years of experience. Let me start my own business, my own HR consultancy business. So as he's doing his EMBA at Hult in Dubai, he's had this already transition in his life from the corporate environment to starting his own business. And I think the EMBA maybe has something to do with it, to see if you can apply what you're learning. But it's a very bold move and a very, very risky move at the stage in your career. But he's committed to staying in Dubai, starting this HR consultancy business, but unfortunately it's a bit slow to pick up. So now, today, as Stuart is finishing his EMBA, I believe this is his last course of the whole program. So this summer, he needs to make a very impactful decision. And, you know, we all can relate to this crossroad in our life of what happens post-Hult, what happens post-MBA, EMBA, maybe a master's program, whether we want to change careers or take a risk, try something new. So a crossroad is something that doesn't just come when you're 30 years old or when you're 40 years old. It can come many times in your life at any age. And we felt that was a very powerful message that we all had in our stories. And then that's why we feel like Stuart, we can all understand where Stuart is today. So this decision is not an easy one. As I mentioned, he's already been through a lot of changes. He's in a different country. He's with his family. So he's constrained by a lot of personal factors to figure out his next move. So the first factor is the time pressure. He needs to find stable income to support his family. The second factor is he has a desire to stay locally in Dubai. I believe he's been there for 15 years, and he wants to find work in or near Dubai to to minimize the disruption to now his wife's life. She's also found a job there, and his daughter, who's 13 years old, she's in the 8th grade. So I think just being so considerate and making sure that this is the best decision for his family is another strong factor in this. And also the age. Stuart has mentioned that at his age, he feels that there's less available opportunities in a very senior role in a company, which is why he's open to trying new things. He's open to consulting. He's open to going back into a corporate environment, but just in the right context. So lastly, digging deep through not just this framework and the coaching sessions, but identifying within himself what is important. Stuart wants to find a role that is satisfying and where he can leave a positive impact to an organization, to someone else, and even to himself, to find himself. Because right now this crossroad is a very big decision. So let's dive deeper into all the different elements of the model and then peel off these onions, and I'll pass it off to Misha.
Yeah, thanks very much. Good morning, everyone. I'm just going to talk about the behavior of Stuart. And as he sees himself, first he said he's like a card-carrying introvert, and he always wanted to like improve this during his career. But also I think when I got to know him, I found out that he's really actually not an introvert, like for me personally. And he's happy, he's talking to people, he can sell himself, and he's also like, he's actually, I think he's happy with what he's doing. I mean, he's a great father. He spends the summer a big time like with his daughter, and I think that's very nice. But also I think he's between, that's why we're also saying crossroads. He's not really knowing what his future brings. Either he's going to stick with the corporate world, or he goes to his job as a consultant. But for me, he also told me that he really likes to work with startups. Since startups are new, they are not, they're risky, and they're also like not knowing what the future brings. And there he can motivate the people, especially young people, and that's what he likes. He really likes it. And also, Stuart can sell things when he really believes in these things. So he's not a charlatan, and but he can be to some point, to some extent. But if he wants to sell something, he just really needs to believe in it. And that's also very great, I think. Yeah, and for me, from the coaching side and from the model side, what brings the model, I would recommend that Stuart just does, also considering his age, just doing things with people that makes him happy and like just enjoying his job. Either it's the corporate world or the consulting world. Thanks.
So Stuart, as Misha mentioned, is a true introvert, but throughout his life he has learned to overcome his introversion and shyness, and he is very able to open up and engage with others in meaningful ways, as we could comprove. He generally leaves a positive impression on people who interact with him and is regarded as a very affable person. Regarding his capabilities, he relishes on the roles of facilitator, collaborator, synthesizer, and is keen on summarizing and repackaging ideas. He has the ability to build on the ideas of others, and he appreciates others to build on his ideas as well. He believes his major strengths include insightfulness, creativity, and the ability to understand complex ideas. He is able to see the big picture and to connect several different ideas. We did a small coaching session, and this coaching session we believed helped Stuart revisit a professional experience in which he felt happy, motivated, and recognized, which we believe is what he is seeking. As Mission mentioned already, that experience was working in a startup. In this startup, he helped to put up a steward mechanism, and he was very close to the CEO. He was helping the CEO to be more effective, so that connects to maybe an advisor role. He also recalled the very positive review he had on a 30 and 60 assessment. He was told he was the first HR person the person had met that could be either a CEO or a CFO, and we hope Stuart can believe in this kind of opinions.
Hi everyone. In terms of emotions, Stuart is very emotional. He's very connected to his family, his daughter and his wife. He's so attached to them. He decided, for instance, to stay in Dubai. That decision came after his wife got a good job, and his daughter also was having her second good year. He is he's so easy to get touched. And he's a giver more than a taker. He decided to give up to donate his kidney to his brother at a point of time, which is something big in his life. He never regretted that. He's one of a kind, actually. He's so nice to everyone, and he was very kind to us. He's a listener. He has his own beliefs, and he's so nice to his family, and he tries as much as he can to give more of his time to his daughter, and he hopes that he's investing in his family. And when it comes to putting his family as an option in front of his career, he always tries to put his family first, and that's him.